$98 fucking dollars to fill up the tank today. $98 fucking dollars. $98 fucking dollars. I have to decide between buying gas or buying food. And guess who wins? Because I have to get to the job that I need to fucking buy anything at all. That doesn't pay me enough. And people want to donate $1,000 to fucking cats. 98 goddamn dollars at Costco to fill up my tank. $98. $5.50 a tank. $5.50 a gallon at Costco. $5.50 a gallon at Costco. This is the work of the fucking religious right. Listen to Robert Reich, who clearly, who gives us all of the evidence about how our poverty is a choice that our government made for us. A CEO is not worth 351 times what I get paid. Ever. Fuck you, religious right, who are doing this and have been doing this to us. Fuck you, profiteering companies. Fuck you, billionaires, stealing us, breaking our backs, stealing from us, profiteering off of us. Let me repeat, I have to decide between buying food or gas. Guess which one wins?
Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Call all Yabashima Ashab, Bahar Kokadash, Yabashima Ashab, Bashima Kokadash, Brakadam. Double honors to our apostles who are elders who were well. Blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. Yeah, so if you watch the video in post-production, of course you did because you're watching this, you'll see that the woman was going on a rant about the far-right Christian and blaming it on the gas hikes that she had to spend $100 on the tanks, which is ridiculous, okay? But this is what had me like, is just out of control, you know. And we're going to start off with the precept, okay? So we're going to go to Matthew 12 and 25 and says, Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. You know what I'm saying? So this is a clear, concise understanding of that. You know, even though we know the rich leader are running everything and creating pursuing the order out of chaos type of concept, the people who chooses the sides are the ones that are feeling the brunt, and they believe in the sorcery of Esau. And the main part of the sorcery is the this politics, okay, amongst many other things. But we're getting into the politics of it today. In Revelations 13 and 11, it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much those two horns represent the Democrat and Republic, the right wing, the left wing, whatever you want to say, you know, and they're creating, you know, and it says it spoke, and it, two horns like a lamb. They come like, oh, we're here for you. We're here, like the Democrats, or we're here for the free thinkers, the this, the that, and the left wing is like, we're here for the government. We're here to get everything squared away, and we're here to make everything better. And they pretty much draw out the people that they cater to those the interests of two different type of people, and they egg it on instead of but yet this is another point, yet they want to say it's all about unity, but they have a right wing and a left wing in their own political system, but the whole point is they the two horns speak like a lamb. Two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. You know, and serpents are known as be wise and slick, and you know, politician lying and things like that, man. So this is an example of how, you know, the politicians and social media and sorcery has influence people to settle into their mindset or settle into the sorcery that's provided to them. Because on one end, the woman in the video says that the gas is high because of the right-wing Christians. Now, when you go into the right-wing Christians, that's talking about people that don't believe in abortion, that don't believe in the LGBTQ, such on and so forth. Now, when you think of that, and if you're into politics and you watch a lot of the news, you know Fox News caters to that rhetoric, that they don't deal with the LGBTQ and things like that. Well, they don't, blatantly say it, but they're, go against things like Roe versus Wade, Texas and all these big Republican states are anti-abortion. They're pro-life, okay? And the left wing, you could say the Democrats or the free thinkers, the you can love who you want, you can have abortions, have your body, your choice type of mindset. And those are normally the Democrats, right? So this is confusing about me, is that she's complaining about saying the Republicans are increasing the gas prices. Now, again, we know that the rich elite, the DuPonts, Gettys, the Rothschilds, I'm more familiar with the Rothschilds in aversion to the DuPonts and the Gettys, but we know that these people are running everything, right? The gas price hikes, the war, the everything. But let's deal with the shallow, superficial details. Trump was cool with Russia, even though they was doing all that stuff with the election and all that, based off of their sorcery. But Trump was cool with Russia based off of superficial presentation. Gas prices, Trump built up the oil reserves. Mind you, he's a Republican, right? Gas prices were low. Mind you, he's Republican. Biden comes in, pretty much start draining the oil reserves and not making new oil, beefing with Russia. Russia has the bulk of the oil reserves, but yet the low-level people is blaming it on the right wing. And at this point, it's just like you just have a clique in the gang that you want to affiliate with, and you want to tear down the other side. And this is proof that the house divided against itself shall not stand. Because then when you get up to the high level, ain't no house divided against itself. It's really just one ruling class, and that's the rich elite. Because, they're the ones that's manufacturing and sending, those $700 million worth of anti-air defense missile systems and to Ukraine through contracted companies, military contracted companies that's based in the U.S. In a way, they're getting money it's like a tax write-off, and you're getting money for that, because that's $700 million sent to Ukraine, but you can say that's a donation or whatever, and they're pretty much laundering money in a way, you know what I'm saying, and funding the war, pretty much funding both sides, but fund one side stronger than the other, so this is just proof that this place is at its wit's end. People don't even, they took a system, they took religion from you, they took culture from you, they stripped you of everything, and then they gave you bullshit politics and angles and things like that. So you have nothing of substance to stand on, no dignity, no integrity, no nothing. You're just standing on what they tell you at this point. It's not even about the kids anymore. It's not about religion anymore. It's not about politics. The jab got rid of religion in the state. So all this is being destroyed before people's eyes, and they're giving you something to hold on. Right wing, left wing, LGBTQ, just something to argue about while they constantly tear apart the culture. And only people that's holding on to any type of culture, and the truest culture and the only culture, is the elect, okay? And a culture which is our covenant, the Bible, the way of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're holding on to that, and we're standing stiffly for the name of the Lord. And the whole world will see, because they're pushing for these last days, just as well as we are. But they think they're going to win, But with that being said, I say, call all Yabashima Shaba or Kokadash, Yabashima Shaba, Shima Kokadash, Pakatam, Shalom.